Hello, little birds, and welcome to the campfire. Today, we explore a story for springtime. I am Tish Raven, and this is Campfire Stories. Long ago, a girl was born to the goddess Demeter. She was the goddess of agriculture. The girl's father was Zeus, the god of Olympus, and the girl's name was Kore. She was beautiful, and so she was given beautiful companions. 3 daughters of the Muses. They were known as the Sirens, and they could sing more beautifully than any mortal. Kore and the Sirens played together blissfully in the most beautiful fields full of flowers. Until one day, as they were picking flowers, they noticed that the ground had begun to shake beneath their feet. And suddenly, the ground opened up, and a black chariot emerged. The driver of the chariot was none other than Hades, the god of the Underworld. He took Kore into his arms and dragged her down to the underworld in his chariot. And the ground closed up above them. Demeter was furious at the Sirens for their failure to protect her daughter from this fate. And so she twisted their bodies and turned them into bird women, so that they could fly and search the world for her sweet and beautiful daughter. And they did. They flew everywhere, seeking her out. But it did them no good. They could not find her. And so she cursed them and sent them away to an island. But that is another story. The one person who had seen what transpired between Hades and Kore was Helios, the sun above, who sees everything that happens on Earth. He told Demeter what had happened, and she demanded that Zeus force Hades to return her daughter to the surface. And Zeus would have complied, except for one thing. You see, while Kore was in the underworld, she had eaten nothing, for she knew that the laws of the underworld demanded that if you eat or drink, then you must stay there forever. And so she refused all food and all drink. But hunger had grown in her belly. And when she could stand it no longer, she ate 3 pomegranate seeds. That was it. 3 pomegranate seeds. But Hades argued that the law must be upheld. Kore had eaten the food of the underworld, and so that is where she must stay. Zeus could not deny the laws of the underworld. But Demeter raged, and then she fell into a deep and dark sorrow. So much that she forbade the earth to produce crops. Starvation grew amongst the mortals. With no food to eat, they began to die. And Zeus could not abide that either. So, a pact was formed. Kore would live with Hades in the Underworld for 3 months out of the year. 1 month for every pomegranate seed she had eaten. And during that time, Demeter would let the earth go fallow. But at the end of those 3 months, Kore would return, and Demeter would bring forth vegetation on the earth once again. And that is why we have the season of winter, a time when the earth lays fallow for 3 months and produces no vegetation. But the end of that time, when Kore returns to the earth and vegetation is brought forth once again, we have the spring. And so, she became the goddess of springtime. But as she was also the queen of the underworld, she was given a new name. A name that means chaos bringer. That name is Persephone. Thank you for joining me at the campfire. I hope that you find magic in your own stories, and I bid you good nightmares.